What it do, YouTube? Man, I just got done watching D-Rise responding to the TRB challenge, and I just watched Miss Pearl responding to the D-Rise challenge. So shout out to you, Miss Pearl. So I said, let me go ahead and jump on in this thing as well. Do this D-Rise challenge and TRB challenge in this video. So let's get right into it. First person I want to talk about with the D-Rise challenge is my guy Exclamation Thoughts. He subscribed to my channel a while ago, like when I first started, and I noticed he would comment, fairly often when I uploaded a video. So of course I go and I look at his profile. I see that he has a channel as well. We dialogue. I subscribe to his channel, and this brother was at Prime for 1 year. Handled his business, got his credit situated, got his money stacked up, chucked the deuces up, and hit the highs when them holes rolled out on him. You understand? Rolled out, got him a truck, been doing his thing ever since. His channel is documenting and chronicling his journey, which most truckers' channels are. And I mean, from him buying a truck, where he bought the truck at, all the things he's gone through with the truck, repairs, the trailer he has, I mean, just everything. So his channel is very informative. It lets you know what to expect real time in the real world when you level up. So me watching his channel and being in touch with him via email primarily, him giving me some good game about how to go about doing things moving forward and what to expect moving forward when my time comes. I mean, I definitely appreciate he's been an open book with me. He showed me some of the numbers, so I can know what to expect if I were to consider going to the carrier that he's at. So none but respect for the guy, man. I think his channel is very good, very informative. He's just an all-around good person, man. So shout out to you, Exclamation Thoughts. And next, man, my young brother, Ryan Moj, man, came to Prime 21 years old, which says a lot in and of itself to be that young and to say, let me do something positive. Let me not just go get a job. Let me start a career. You understand? Something I can grow with and make real good money at, depending on, how far you want to go with it. And he came to Prime, like I said, at 21, but the unique thing about him is that he only had his driver license for like 2 weeks before he came to Prime to get his CDL. So that's like, my man came out here against all odds and defied them. Got his CDL and been doing his thing ever since. I remember he told me that the first trainer's truck he was on, the dude was not very helpful, not a good teacher, and then on top of all that, the dude was very, at times, very racist with him. He had some things to say that I would have punched the dude in his mouth over straight up, but my boy handled it differently. He handled it the correct way. And to be fair, man, Grandma J he's a smaller statured guy, so that trainer probably felt comfortable popping off at the mouth at him. But like I said, I doubt the dude would have said anything like that to me, and if he did, yeah, it would have been fisticuffs up in the truck and you would have got kicked out your own shit, man. But anyways, man, back to the challenge. It's supposed to be positive right now, and I'm talking about smacking up this dude. Brian Moj, the dude, when he got out the dude's truck, removed himself from the guy's truck, the guy told him, you'll never make it, you'll never succeed, you won't get your license. And all my dude did was take that dude's words, shove them sideways, and stuck them straight up his candy ass to shout out the homie Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. So, or to quote The Rock. Yeah, his channel, man, it's chronicled his journey from orientation, PSD, TNT, to get into his own truck, to teaming with his boy, to going back to his own truck now. His channel is very inspiring, given his start coming from humble beginnings, but more so for the young cats, you understand, people that are more or less his age range, 21, maybe 18 to 21, 18 to 24, I would say, because they can see like, oh man, he stepped out here, and he made it, even though he had pretty much no driving experience, period, coming into Prime to get his CDL. So shout out to you, man. I think your channel is good. I think the channel is the content you put out is very helpful for the people who are around that age group. Anybody, but in particular the people in that age range. You know, because it's easier for them to relate to that. And then the last channel I want to shout out is a channel that's been mentioned several times, but I just think their channel is very dope. That's Nick and Carla, man. I subscribe to their channel. I think I was watching the first video I watched of theirs. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been the one where I think Nick and her trainer had crashed in the snow and ice and everything. But I just had to click subscribe right then and there, man, because I just like the whole concept she has, or they have, in making the videos and the editing and just all the moving pieces and parts that are going on in their videos. I just love it. So I know I commented on that video, and she replied as they always do. They reply, and told them that I also work for Prime and that we would cross paths sooner than later, or sooner or later. It ended up being sooner than later, because about a week or two after that, me and my trainee at the time, Billy, came through the terminal. Was I dropping Billy, y'all? No, it wasn't. We just came through the terminal, and we were grabbing a couple things at a Walmart. And I turn around and I see two beautiful ladies walking. And I'm like, okay, who are they? They look kind of familiar, but I wasn't sure it was them. So I kind of walked up on them and I said, "Oh, you're Nick and Carla, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." So we spoke for a little bit. I told him who I was and that I had, just subscribed and commented on the video, and said, we would cross paths sooner than later. And here we were a week, maybe 2 weeks later, face to face. So thought that was cool, man. But their channel is dope. I really enjoy the channel. The editing, the videos it's hard to not like their videos, and the editing skills in all of their videos remind me of Guilty 718. Shout out to my dude Guilty 718. Y'all already know I rock with him heavy. When I first saw his videos, I was like, yo, who is this dude? Like, is this dude a former producer or something? Like, does he have a degree in media relations? Like, my man's videos, the editing was and still is just like, yo, this is dope. You understand? And that's the same kind of feeling I had when I first saw Nick and Carla. And as I continue to watch, like, man, they really know what they're doing. It keeps you interested and tuned in. So shout out to Nick and Carla once again. So those are the 3 channels I wanted to speak nicely about, and I guess challenge y'all to do the Raj challenge as well. So we move on to this TRB challenge, man. And what do you wish you would have known prior to getting into trucking? For me, from the age of 5, there was only 2 things I wanted to do. I've said this on previous videos. NFL and or CDL. That was it for me. So you never know everything, but I had a pretty good idea of what to expect once I got my CDL and decided to get into the trucking industry. But of course, you think you know something, and then you get into it and you realize you don't know shit. So as far as my journey, I obviously went to CDL school, got my CDL, got a local job. So I'll speak on local and OTR. What do I wish I would have known about local prior to getting into that? The amount of work that I was going to put in, the amount of hours I was going to put in. Like, it's not 9 to 5. Trucking in general is not 9 to 5. But locally, man, like, it can be very taxing. Most local jobs require you to exert some type of physical energy with the job. Unloading, loading your trailer, whatever. I mean, outside of LTL, outside of maybe Tanker, outside of, shout out to a trucker named Jay, outside of what he's doing, which is hauling trash and ash, most of the other ones, especially if you don't have a lot of experience, beverage industry, flatbed, whatever. Like most of the other jobs that you can get with little experience are going to require a lot of work. So it's a lot of work for little pay. You know, so that's what I wish I would have known about local prior to getting into it. But at the end of the day, I had to take my lumps. I had to go get my experience. I had to do what I had to do. Now, coming OTR, I had a pretty good idea of what to expect. The obvious thing is, being away from home and, you know, whatever. But the thing I wish I would have known about OTR prior to getting into it was how easy it is to ascend in this industry, particularly OTR, because unlike other jobs or career paths where you got to work your way up, you got to do this job, and then after X amount of years or experience with that, then you can move up. And it's like steps, it's levels to it. It's not really the same in trucking, man. So like I said, especially OTR. Depending on your situation, if you got the money, you can get your CDL, come right out the gate, get you a truck and a trailer if you got the money and a credit that would allow you to do that, and jump straight into owner-operator, business owner status. You can do that. There is no prerequisites like you have to drive for a company for 2 years before you can think about it. No, if you got the means to do so, you can skip the whole employment phase, company driver phase of being OTR and just go straight to owner-operator. And that's dope, man. Like when you take that into account and you have the mindset and personality I do, which is like I'm not one to be an employee. I don't like it. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like my time being managed by somebody else. I don't like the fact that somebody can dictate and tell me what my time is worth. That bothers me, or bothered me to no end. You know, because I naturally am a hard worker. So when I'm out here busting my ass and I'm only getting $18 an hour, it makes me feel some type of way. So now when I go out here OTR and bust my ass and I'm seeing the same money I would make in a month, in a week, it's more satisfying. You know what I mean? Like I feel like my time is being used properly. Although I'm away from home, at least I'm getting paid what I feel like more or less, and probably more or less, what my time is worth. So that's pretty much what I wish I would have known about trucking, because if I had known that, D-Raj mentioned this in his TRB challenge video, this NFL dream, man, like 1% of all student athletes, college athletes make it to the league. That's a fact. So if I had known that and known how easy it was to ascend in this industry, I really wish that I would have taken a page out of my man Grimo J's notebook and my new Sony notebook and just came into the OTR when I was 21. Because I got my CDL at 24 after I left college. If I had never went to college, jumped straight into OTR at 21, there's no telling where I'd be right now. And, you know, like I said, I got my CDL at 24. If I had got it at 21, by the time I got to 24, I ain't even gonna say could, I would have my own truck. Because I wouldn't have the student loan that I'm dealing with now. My expenses would be a lot lower. You know what I mean? I didn't have a kid at that point, so all the money I made could have just pretty much been focused on getting my truck. So I could have been so much further along had I came out onto the road prior to, well, if I came on the road instead of going to college. That's the short end of it. But anyways, this video's going on long enough. It's been 14 minutes, man. Shout out to both of y'all, man. D-Raj, King D-Raj, and the Wright brother for these challenges. And yeah, let's keep spreading this positivity, man. You know, it's enough negativity. As a matter of fact, it's way too much negativity in the world in general right now. So we need some positivity and, you know, some love to be shared. So shout out to both of y'all for that. Anyways, y'all know what it is. It's your man JMB. Until next time, y'all be easy.